So today we'll be doing the ideas and the types of essays, and all the essays seen in the GT book and the academic book have been covered in this ideas. And this book is not just useful for writing. This will also give you a lot of ideas to speak for the follow-up questions in speaking. Okay, so this is really going to be a boon for students. And now let us see this very first essay here. Most of the people. So anybody who is day one here? First day? Any new student here? Garvit.
Yes, ma'am.
Garvit, you've been in my group for some days now. No?
Yes, ma'am.
So you attended any class?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So those who are day one here, I would suggest go through the recording of the past 2-3 essay discussion classes, because there you will get the hang of what types of essays are seen, because today's class is a bit different. Today we are only doing the ideas. So I'm not doing how to touch all types of essays. If you want to do that, you can watch yesterday class recording and the class recording of Monday. Which is there on the portal, and the portal URL I always share when I send you the first message every day. Whenever you contact me, first day I send you a message, and that the URL of the portal is there, so you can get the previous recordings over there. Okay. So today we'll only do the ideas. For example, this essay in front of you. Most of the people in the society enjoy watching crime movies and crime-based TV programs. Why do you think people have more interest to watch them? What is the impact on society due to this? So why people watch crime movies and programs? First point is, such shows and movies are very informative. They make people aware of the crime and violence happening in society, and they can thus avoid landing in such situations. Okay, first point is clear.
Yes.
Then
Yes, ma'am.
people watch
Yes, ma'am.
such movies and TV programs purely for entertainment. Crime entertainment gives people the adrenaline rush in the comfort of their own homes. They have dark themes and sensational behavior, which most people never do in their regular life. So this is just for entertainment. Okay. ये इतना crime देखना, this is just entertainment. Normal regular lives में we don't see that crime. So this is just for entertainment. First is awareing. Second is entertainment. And third, the TV channels also telecast more and more of such shows as they want to increase their TRP. TRP full form is television rating point. Okay. Now, first thing was why people watch. उसके लिए अगर आपके पास ऐसे points हो, बोलने के लिए भी हो जाएंगे ना speaking में. अगर ऐसे question पूछे examiner, why do people watch crime based shows? Right? So, and then what are the effects? What are the impact? So I told you in any problem solution essay, out of the 3 things, 2 things can be asked. Causes, effects, and solutions may say. In this essay, causes and effects have been asked. Solutions have not been asked. Okay. So what are the effects of people watching crime movies and programs? Effect is that positive effect is that people are abreast of the crime around them and can take protective steps as and when needed. For example, if we know that there are burglaries happening in our area, we come to know through these news programs, and then we can definitely protect ourselves. We can get CCTV camera, we can get these cameras installed and all, so that such things can be avoided. Negative effects of people watching crime movies and programs. The most disturbing effect is on the children and youth. Media violence can stimulate fear in some children, and as it frightens them, making the effects long lasting. So pehla hai ki it can stimulate fear. Second is they can also become aggressive, or they can lose a sense of reality and fiction in what they are seeing. ये lose के spelling देखो, LOOSC नहीं है, LOSC है. वो LOOSC होता है ढीला. Third point is young people imitate what they see, and it is logical that they see glamour in what they do when they commit violence. Fourth, too much portrayal of these also leads to immunity among the people, and they are not affected by the disasters anymore. तो लोगों में immunity आ जाती है, उन पे disasters का effect ही नहीं होता. Are these points clear and easy, understandable?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then such programs, now, you can get an essay. Why should these programs be censored? So you can say that such programs should be censored because reducing the amount of violence on TV and the cinema would certainly be a good start to decrease the fear and violence among people. Journalism is a profession like any other, and certain standards of quality and professionalism need to be maintained. तो सेंसर होने चाहिए. मैंने अगर सेंसर करना है होना है तो आप ये बोल सकते हो कि इससे जो नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स है वो कम हो जाएंगे. वही लिखा ना, it can decrease the fear and violence among people. ठीक है. So journalism is a profession and certain standards of quality and professionalism need to be maintained. Now, this essay was there in I think academic or GT. This is a GT book essay. The second one, and there are the news reported in the media. They focus on problems and emergencies rather than the positive developments, and this is harmful to both the individuals and society. So the topic says that when news media focuses on problems and emergencies rather than positive development, this is harmful, okay, to both the individuals and society. Do you agree or disagree? If you disagree, then you will say that focusing on negative news is good. Okay, if you agree, then you will say focusing on negative news is harmful. Okay. And then if you agree and you say negative news पे focus करना harmful है, तो फिर मीडिया के जो हमने पिछले ऐसे में पॉइंट्स करे हैं सारे नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स वो सारे दे दो कि ये हो सकता है, इसलिए इन पे फोकस नहीं करना चाहिए. तो ये समझ आ गया आपको. पॉइंट्स जो है वो सारे मीडिया ऐसे इकट्ठे पढ़ोगे, all the ideas will come to you very nicely, and then media अगर आपको ऐसे हैंडल करना आता है, then you are done. You will definitely get a very good band score. आज एक स्टूडेंट ने 7.5 बैंड राइटिंग में लिए हैं, उसका मैंने शेयर करा आपसे रिजल्ट, and she has written very clearly that I had done all the essays from the book. मैंने सारी बुक पढ़ी थी और मैंने क्लासेस में जैसे आपने कराया मैंने उसको फॉलो करा था एग्जाम में, and I got 7.5 in my writing this time. ठीक है. So ideas हो, how to handle the essay आता हो, then nobody can decrease your band score. Of course, yes, grammatical errors do count, but then if you practice, you will make them also, you'll work on them also nicely. Okay, so why media focusing on negative news is good? Now, if you say I disagree that it is harmful, अगर इस जैसे ये कह रहा है harmful है, I disagree, तो फिर आपने ये वाले points देके ऐसे बनाना है कि मीडिया तो लोगों को abreast रखता है of what is happening, and if negative things are happening, people should know all that because they can be prepared if anything is likely to affect them. And if the media reports such news, then more and more people can volunteer to help. Then you can say that when media focused on the tsunami, when tsunami hit Japan, 2011 की बात है, जापान में tsunami बहुत जबरदस्त आई थी. The news was spread like wildfire through the sources of media, and people from all over the world sent relief in whatever way they could. And the media also helps to get justice at times. फिर निर्भया रेप केस की बात कर लो कि उस पे फोकस करा तो जस्टिस भी तो स्पीडीली मिली. ठीक है. Then why media focuses on disasters and violence, ये भी हमने पहले उसमें करा हुआ है कि एक तो टीआरपी बढ़ाना है और एक लोगों को अवेयर करना है, and then people demand that they should be well informed about all things which are prevalent. So media has to show all that to its viewers. Okay. Now this is a quotation which very with great hard work she's picked up the quotations which really befit the essays, but quotation के words essay के word count में count नहीं होने चाहिए. अगर आप थोड़ा लंबा लिखना चाहो then you can add a quotation, otherwise quotation लिख के अपने essay की word count वो मत कर लेना, then it is not visible. Like this is the news media are for the most part the bringers of bad news, and it's not entirely the media's fault. Bad news gets higher ratings and sells more papers than good news. So वही TRP वाला point है ना. Anyways, now this essay was, some people think that news media nowadays have influenced people's lives in negative ways. To what extent do you agree or disagree? अब मैं आपको ना I'm going to on my video and I'll tell you 5 points अगर मीडिया ऐसे आ जाए तो 5 points. आप में से किसी ने मेरे ये 5 points करे हुए हैं पहले? Anybody of you? नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज, बोलो. यस,
Link between government and public.
ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट नहीं है. थोड़ी प्रायोरिटाइज करना भी सीखो पॉइंट्स को.
Source of information.
Yes, source of it. Media informs and educates us. Okay, media entertains us. Media is a link between the government and people. Media shapes our opinions, and at times media helps in providing justice. तो आपको अब ये 5 पॉइंट है, ये आपको याद रहने चाहिए. इनसे आपके पूरे एस्से बन जाएंगे. ठीक है. So some people think that news media nowadays have influenced people's lives in negative ways. To what extent do you agree or disagree? अब ये कह रहे हैं कि कुछ लोग कहते हैं मीडिया का नेगेटिव इफेक्ट है. अगर आप एग्री करोगे तो आप मीडिया के नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स लिख दोगे कि हाँ ये भी नेगेटिव है, वो भी नेगेटिव है मीडिया का. अगर आप डिसएग्री करोगे तो आपको जो मैंने 5 पॉइंट दिए हैं वो लिख के बोलना कि ये मीडिया के सब पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स है. जो लोग कहते हैं कि नेगेटिव है वो गलत कहते हैं. आई डिसएग्री विद इट. समझ आ गया? News media is important in our society. Why is it important? Do you think its influence is generally positive or negative? So media का positive influence क्या है? हमने पहले भी करा है. It provides information about events happening around the world. It makes people more empathetic and alert. Media also shapes people's opinions. It is a link between the government and the people. News media aware people about both the ये पॉइंट यहाँ होना नहीं चाहिए. It is a link between the government and people. News media aware people about both the positive and negative consequences of government's intended measures. Many times governments have retracted steps that have gained negative media scrutiny. The media are also influential in the way they facilitate the spread of culture and lifestyle. Today, the popularity of Indian culture is an example of the media's enormous impact. The reality shows of today have given exposure and fame to the common man with talent. The media also helps in providing justice to the common man. तो ये सारे points हैं जो मीडिया के positive influences हैं. Negative influence में क्या है मीडिया का? paparazzi. This is paparazzi. Paparazzi होते हैं वो जो photographers होते हैं, जो जर्नलिस्ट, जो फोटोग्राफर्स होते हैं, जो हमेशा स्टार ये सेलिब्रिटीज के पीछे लगे रहते हैं टू गेट अ स्कूप, टू गेट एनीथिंग अबाउट देयर लाइफ व्हिच विल फेच देम टीआरपी. ठीक है. तो पापारात्सी जो है ये इसकी बड़ी स्टोरी है. देयर इज अ स्टोरी बिहाइंड दिस पापारात्सी. इसका नाम कैसे पड़ा? देयर आर सम वर्ड्स व्हिच आर बेस्ड ऑन नेम्स ऑफ पीपल. सो एक मूवी आई थी 1960 में. उसमें ये पापारात्सो था. पापारात्सो सिंगुलर है, एंड पापारात्सी प्लूरल है. ओहो, ये डिक्शनरी बंद हो गई मेरी. पापारात्सो जो भी इटालियन वर्ड में 2 Z इकट्ठे आते हैं ना, तो पहले Z की प्रोनाउंसिएशन त और दूसरे की स हो जाती है. जो आप पिज्जा खाते हो, पिज्जा PIZZA, उसकी प्रोनाउंसिएशन पिज्जा नहीं है, पिज्जा है. ठीक है. ये भी पापारात्सो है. ये एक 1960 में मूवी आई थी. उसमें जो इटालियन कैरेक्टर था फेलिनी की फिल्म का, लॉर्ड ऑल्से वीटा फिल्म का नाम था, 1960 की थी ये फिल्म. उसका नाम पापारात्सो था. और मैंने ये मूवी देखी है. वो हर जगह जहाँ पे भी वो हीरो हीरोइन जाते हैं, उनके पीछे, कभी होटल में गए हैं तो उनके जो खाना खा रहे हैं दूसरे टेबल के नीचे से उनका कैमरे से फोटो खींच रहा है. कहीं एरोप्लेन में जा रहे हैं तो एरोप्लेन के ऊपर चढ़ा हुआ दिखा रहे हैं, वहां से फोटो खींच रहा है, कभी नीचे से खींच रहा है. तो ये तो फिर उसके जो ये एक्शन उसने करा था कि फिल्म स्टार्स के या सेलिब्रिटीज के पीछे जाता है, उससे सारे जो फोटोग्राफर्स ऐसे करते हैं उनका नाम ही पापारात्सी पड़ गया. सो ये दिस इज वर्ड ओरिजिन है फ्रॉम द नेम ऑफ ए कैरेक्टर. सो देयर आर मेनी वर्ड्स जो नेम्स ऑफ द कैरेक्टर्स के ऊपर बने हुए हैं इंग्लिश में. ठीक है. सो दिस इज वन सच वर्ड. And now I hope you'll never forget this word, paparazzi. You can put in this essay also. They can invade the privacy of famous people. तो famous people की privacy को invade कर सकते हैं. Sometimes violence and vulgarity is shown. तो कई बार फिर negative influence में ये है. And then media can shape our opinion in negative ways. Excessive media influence sometimes leads to protests and even violence. Pardon? Yes.
Screen is not shared.
Oh, I'm so sorry. अब ठीक है? Is it shared now?
वहाँ पे आ
No,
रहा है.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, आपके नहीं आ रही बेटे?
No,
बताओ.
ma'am.
तो
हाँ,
आपके
start.
No, ma'am.
आपके भी नहीं आ रही स्क्रीन?
No, the screen is okay, ma'am.
Skin is coming.
So why is the student not being able to see?
Maybe his internet is has some
Internet
problem.
issue, ma'am, but not your from
Acha,
their side.
problem is not at my end, na? Okay. So sometimes, then there are some unhealthy. So here media, many times due to excessive media reporting and over exaggeration of negative consequences by news media, people begin to oppose government projects. There are some unhealthy practices like gutter press journalism, checkbook journalism, and libel writing. Such media, which takes the help of ill-founded news and other wrong means, cannot sustain long. You know what is gutter press journalism, checkbook journalism? Checkbook journalism, किसी को कोई खबर मिली किसी पॉलिटिशियन की, अखबार में छापने से पहले पॉलिटिशियन के पास पहुंच जाएगा, कहेगा ला कितने देता है मुझे, मैं ये खबर नहीं छापूंगा. एंड ये सारे वर्ड्स जो है मैं आपसे I would wish to make you do these words. Let me open my dictionary once again.
Gutter press.
So act of printing a statement about something that is not true and that gives people a bad opinion of them. So libel writing, libel writing. So that can also be done by the media. Okay. Then there is this checkbook journalism. पता नहीं इसमें word है कि नहीं. Checkbook तो है, but checkbook journalism word है कि नहीं, I don't know. Checkbook journalism hai. Okay. The practice of journalists paying people large amounts of money to give them personal or private information for a newspaper story. So journalists लोगों को पैसे दे के story लेने के लिए पैसे भी देते हैं. That is checkbook journalism. Then there is gutter press journalism also. Gutter गंदा नाला उसको कहते हैं. ठीक है, तो आप नेम से ही पता चल जाता है that those are bad practices. All right. So all these are negatives of the media. Then
Gutter, ma'am.
Yes.
Gutter press. It means someone is make the news by own self. It's like this.
no, it is, it's a dirty journalism sort of a thing.
Yeah, it means it lies. It means like this.
Oh, really?
Someone. Yeah, I think so.
Let us see if gutter. Gutter press. The gutter press is newspapers that print a lot of shocking stories about people's private lives rather than serious news. So this is gutter press journalism. This is wrong, unhealthy, dirty journalism. Shocking stories about people's private lives, giving them. अगर जैसे कोई क्रिकेटर है, उसकी वाइफ ने उसको डिवोर्स दे दिया, तो वो न्यूज बना देंगे, सारे चैनल्स पे वो आ रही है. I mean, why are you showing all that to people? Okay, that is just private life को invade करना. That is wrong. ठीक है?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now there is an essay in the academic book. It has been seen many times that this is a direct question essay. And then they have asked in this essay, should we believe the journalist? One question is, should we believe the journalist? And then the second question is, what qualities should a good journalist or correspondent have? So should we believe the journalist? Yes, we should believe the journalist because they are our only source of information, but we should take it all with a pinch of salt. To take something with a pinch of salt का क्या मतलब है?
थोड़ा ही लेना.
ना.
नाम आप
An idiom. Okay.
Okay.
देखती हूँ मेरे डिक्शनरी में इसका है मीनिंग के नहीं. Pinch of salt. Okay. Salt. Idiom देखो. Idioms. Like. To take something with a pinch of salt. इसका मतलब है to be careful about believing that something is completely true. तो हर ये कोई न्यूज़ छप गई तो उसको blindly मत सोचने लग जाओ कि ये तो हो गया. Okay? Be careful about believing. अगर आपको WhatsApp पे कोई न्यूज़ आ रही है तो आप उसको you should take it with a pinch of salt. Don't just blindly believe it. Got it? That is taking. If I were you, I'd take everything he says with a pinch of salt. Okay? So ये है to take something with a pinch of salt. Clear? Okay. So then they are a link between government. वही वाले 5 पॉइंट हैं. आपने सिर्फ यहाँ मीडिया छोड़ के आप जर्नलिस्ट के बारे में लिखोगे कि journalists shape our opinions. They are a link between the media, government and the people. They at times provide justice. Then you can give example of the Jessica murder case. Okay. And what are the qualities of a good journalist? He should promote the truth and not rumors of ill-founded news. Only authenticated news should be given. He should be unbiased and not favor any group or political party. This is very important in a pluralistic society like India. He should also have excellent communication skills. A good journalist should be versatile. He has to cover various fields such as sports, business, entertainment, and politics. He should always be on his toes, because you never know when the sky is going to fall. कभी कोई न्यूज़ आ जाए, अगर कहीं अर्थक्वेक आया तो जर्नलिस्ट कह सकता है मैं सुबह जाके कवर करूंगा, अभी रात है बहुत. बताओ. No, na?
No.
He should be bold and brave because he has to handle tough situations. For instance, during the 26th November terrorist attack in Mumbai, it was these journalists who brought us the first-hand news. Okay. So next essays are more and more media attention is being paid to famous people who are successful. Why do you think this is happening? Why famous people are getting more and more media coverage? And is this a positive or negative development? And then in some countries, celebrities complain about the way media publicize their private lives. Some people say they should accept it as part of their fame. Do you agree or disagree? Should media networks such as newspapers publish people's private lives? ये GT की बुक में ऐसे है. तो ये सारे points in essays में आप डाल सकते हो जो अभी हम करने वाले हैं. Why the media focuses on celebs? सेलेब्स पे क्यों फोकस करते हैं, ये रीजन पूछे हुए हैं ऐसे में. तो आप लिखोगे पीपल आइडलाइज सेलेब्स. भी लोग वर्शिप करते हैं सेलिब्रिटीज को एंड वांट टू नो मोर अबाउट देम. Celebs are role models for many. The media is only responding to people's desires. To survive in today's world, the media, whether it is e-media or print media, has to focus on these big shots. The celebs themselves need media coverage to survive in today's era of cutthroat competition. तो ये है मीडिया को सर्वाइव करने के लिए इन पे फोकस करना पड़ता है. पहला पॉइंट है कि लोग इनके बारे में जानना चाहते हैं और मीडिया उनके, फिर मीडिया को सर्वाइव करने के लिए इन पे फोकस करना पड़ता है. और सेलेब्स जो है वो खुद ये फोकस चाहते हैं मीडिया का, बिकॉज उनको भी बहुत कंपटीशन है उनके लिए भी, एंड दे रियली वांट द मीडिया कवरेज. ओके, देन ये कहाँ से ऑफ. ओके, then why media should not make the private lives of celebrities public? Why focusing on celebrities is a negative development? आप उसको ऐसे में लिख सकते हो, it is negative. सबसे पहला point है every individual has a right to privacy. सारे individuals का right है ना to privacy, and media persons should not invade the privacy of anyone, be it a common man or a famous person, especially without their consent. Celebrities are already under a lot of pressure to perform well as they are public figures and are always in the public eye. This stress of someone constantly following them affects the way they perform, which ultimately leads to a loss for the people. These celebrities are role models for the people. When any negative side of their private life is exposed, their followers think it glamorous to do the same, which is definitely detrimental to society as a whole. ठीक है? Sensationalizing the news for the channel to get more TRP is unethical. Who does not remember the unfortunate incident when the world lost a very eminent public figure, Lady Diana? उसके पीछे लगे हुए थे ना paparazzi. She met with an accident क्योंकि they had to speed. And so too much focus on celebrities is diverting people's attention away from more important issues such as politics and the environment. So ye samajh aage points sare? Why it
Yes.
is not good. So accordingly you can write. Then nowadays young people are admiring media and sports stars even though they do not set a good example. Do you think this is a positive or negative development? And ordinary people copy famous people whom they see on TV and magazines. Why do they do so? Do you think it is a positive development? तो ऊपर वाला जो essay है उसके लिए तो आप लिख सकते हो कि अगर young people follow करते हैं media and sports stars को जो who are not setting a good example, then it is a negative development. ठीक है? And फिर ये लिख लिया कि celebrities if they drink or smoke in advertisements, TV shows and movies, then young people start thinking it's very glamorous to drink and smoke. So that is wrong. ठीक है ना? And then second point is some celebrities create impossible standards of beauty as a result of which more and more young adults feel less confident and more dissatisfied with their looks. This causes young fans to strive to be unhealthily thin and stop eating altogether, which may prove fatal at times. Sometimes celebrities ignore the public interest while endorsing the latest fashion and products. अब देखो ये जो thumbs up Coca-Cola की ads देते हैं celebrities, I bet खुद कभी नहीं पीते होंगे क्योंकि इनके तो पर्सनल ट्रेनर हमेशा इनके लिए 3-3, 4-4 घंटे इनके साथ होते हैं. वो they hardly allow them ever to have such drinks. और इनका तो professional requirement है that they maintain their body and their fitness. They have to spend time in the gym regularly and with a personal trainer regularly, otherwise they'll be out of job very soon. और ये I don't think they'll themselves, but ये promote करते हैं तो लोग तो इनको follow करके पीते हैं ना, बच्चे तो बिल्कुल follow करके पीते हैं वो drinks. And so ये वाला point दे दो, that is it. So now we come to the international media exposure. उसके ऐसे आए हुए हैं कि exposure to international media such as films, TV and magazines has a significant impact on local cultures. What do you think has been the impact? Do you think its advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So positive impact of internationalization of media. So international media हो गया ना, उसकी internationalization हो गई है. उससे क्या positive हुआ है? A mixing of cultures has enabled people around the world to overcome national boundaries and to embrace common causes. Thus, cultural globalization in itself promotes diversity and respect for other cultures. Then second point is India's media companies have improved dramatically under the stiff competition of global media, and as a result, they have found a place in the international market. For example, Bollywood studios release around 700 major films each year, 3 times the rate of the major Hollywood studios. अब Hollywood के comparison में के competition में आके Bollywood उनसे 3 गुना ज़्यादा movies बना रही है साल में. If the local culture is strong, it can never be lost. For instance, international media companies have to tailor their output to fit into the local cultural settings. अब देखो, अगर इंडिया की example दे रही हो, if Indian culture is strong, तो लोगों को यही डर है ना, इंटरनेशनल मीडिया आएगा तो लोकल कल्चर लूज हो जाएगी. अगर लोकल कल्चर स्ट्रांग है तो वो कभी इट कैन नेवर बी लॉस्ट. और जो फॉरेन शोज इंडिया में पोर्ट्रे हो रहे हैं, दिखाए जा रहे हैं, उनको अपने शोज को थोड़ा टेलर करना पड़ रहा है. टेलर मतलब उनको थोड़ा टेलर क्या करता है, आपके सूट को खुला हो तो टाइट कर देता है, टाइट हो तो खुला कर देता है. तो ऐसे ही जो बाहर के टीवी शोज है वो अगर इंडिया के हिसाब से थोड़े उनमें कुछ गड़बड़ है तो वहां से टेलरिंग हो जाती है उसकी, मतलब उसको थोड़ा काट छाट देते हैं और उसको थोड़ा ठीक कर देते हैं टू सूट द इंडियन टेस्ट. ठीक है. एंड लोकल कल्चर कैन नेवर बी लॉस्ट. नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट तो वही है ना, it can overpower national culture. People all over the world watch the dressing styles and eating habits of Western countries and copy the same. All foreign brand outlets and food outlets are seen all over the world. This leads to dilution of the local cultures and loss of diversity. Okay. So this is these are the media essays. आगे चलते हैं, और भी हैं मीडिया के. मीडिया में अच्छा, what is media basically? 2 तरह का मीडिया होता है. Media is print media and e-media. Okay. So what is print media?
My magazine or newspaper,
magazine.
And what is e-media?
Internet.
radio, TV,
Images
internet.
that is
Radio,
published in
TV,
internet.
radio, TV, internet. ठीक है? So now recent advancements in technology. So all TV essays will also come under media, right? Recent advancements in technology have made the TV screen so live that people do not feel the need to go for any live performance, example, live shows or concerts. To what extent do you agree or disagree? तो रिसेंट जो एडवांसेस हुई हैं टेक्नोलॉजी में, वो इतनी टीवी स्क्रीन को उन्होंने इतना लाइव कर दिया है कि लोगों को जरूरत ही नहीं महसूस होती कि वहां जाएं और देखें लाइव परफॉर्मेंस. तो ये डू यू एग्री विद इट और डिसएग्री कि ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, ये लिखा हुआ है. सो डू यू एग्री द पॉजिटिव्स ऑफ वाचिंग लाइव शोज? अगर आप एग्री करते हो तो आप कह सकते हो, कंसेशन दे सकते हो, व्हाइल वाचिंग लाइव शोज हैज इट्स बेनिफिट्स. I believe overall it is positive that people do not have to go actually and see and can see the shows at home in the comfort of their homes. ठीक है, ये लिख सकते हो आप. तो फिर अगर ऐसा लिखते हो कंसेशन वाला, फिर ये positives of watching live shows दे सकते हो कि लाइव शो देखना तो देखो, it is an electrifying experience. आप कहीं जाते हो देखने, आपका फेवरेट सिंगर आया है, गाना गा रहा है, तो उसको वहां देखना और टीवी पे देखने में बहुत फर्क है. But you know, how many times can you go? How many times can you buy the ticket, which are also very expensive? And just to watch a show of 2 hours, you have to waste 6-7 hours. Do you agree with me? More than that also at times. You may have to
Yes,
travel far. Okay. So that those points you can give, and how the TV of today edges over actually going to these shows. The high cost and the limited accessibility of actual live shows goes in favor of TV. अब देखो, ये जो एक्चुअल लाइव शोज है उनकी कॉस्ट बड़ी हाई है, और लिमिटेड एक्सेसिबिलिटी का मतलब है बहुत कम लोग वहां जा सकते हैं. एवरीबडी कैन नॉट गो देयर. ठीक है. And second is people lack time in today's fast-paced world. People also have to stand in queues and drive distances to watch these shows. 2 to 3 hour long drive. A long live show actually takes away a whole day at times. Live television also has many other benefits. You don't need to dress formally. It can be watched in the comfort of one's home while doing some other household chores. The focus of the camera is also on the main characters, because of which you can in fact get a better view of the actual show. It has made arts accessible to all regardless of geographical, social or economic boundaries. तो ये सारे आपको ऐसे समझ आ गए points?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So most of our information comes from the internet. Some people say that a large part of the information we get is incorrect. Some people say that a large part of the information we get is incorrect. Do you agree or disagree? Okay. So you can say, admittedly, you can give a concession that some false, misleading or incorrect information is there. But person suffering from the net has to learn how to look, and actually it would be wrong to say that most of the information we get is incorrect. Some information may be incorrect, ye de do concession, but most of the information is correct. So uska fir aise bana do, why most of the information we get on the internet is correct. Only if the information is correct, it can enjoy a lasting attraction to readers, with an expectation to have more readers. The author will be encouraged to post correct and authenticated articles, which will in turn attract more and more visitors to the website. As the people are surrounded by such a wide sea of information, they will definitely not believe in one report, but may search out all the related information to compare and form their own opinion. The issue of cybercrime has also led to the websites being supervised, which discourages people to post wrong and misleading information. Plagiarism is also considered an offense, and so those posting any information know that they are being monitored. So आजकल तो cyber crime cells है हर जगह. ठीक है. So ये सारे points हैं. Media access देखो कितने रह गए. काफी है अभी. we'll cover अभी एक दो और करा देती हूँ pages, then we'll cover the rest on Monday. That's okay with you all?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Plagiarism. Plagiarism is किसी और की writing को अपना कह के छापना. किसी आपका कोई फ्रेंड ऐसे लिख रहा है, उसके ऐसे को चेक करने मुझे भेज दो कि मैंने लिखा है, तो दैट वुड बी प्लेजरिज्म. ठीक है. सो सम पीपल, ये बहुत सारे एसेज हैं, इन सब के पॉइंट्स मैंने इकट्ठे डाल दिए हैं. ये 1 2 3 4 5 6 एसेज हैं. Some people believe that the radio is the best way to get news, while others believe that TV is better. Radio TV का comparison है. Radio will no longer be able to hold its presence as television and internet media will replace it very soon. Do you agree or disagree? Among internet, radio, TV, and newspaper, which is the most important for society? Give reasons. Although nowadays people are reading news through the internet, newspapers still remain of value. Do you agree or disagree? Some people think newspaper is the most effective way to get the latest information because it has more influence than other forms of media. Do you agree or disagree? Newspapers have influenced people's ideas and opinions. What are the reasons? Is this a positive or a negative situation? So, ये सारे जो मीडिया है, ये सबका कंपैरिजन है. किसी ऐसे में, किसी में सिर्फ रेडियो के पॉइंट्स चाहिए, किसी में न्यूज़पेपर और इंटरनेट का कंपैरिजन है. तो मैंने सारे पॉइंट्स इकट्ठे दे दिए. आपने पिक एंड चूज करना है which point will suit your essay. Is that clear?
Yes.
So why radio is better than all other sources of news media? अब देखो, रेडियो, सबसे पहली बात है, रेडियो can be accessed in a variety of situations while doing any other work. For example, listening to the radio while driving is an effective means of taking full advantage of the commute time and keeping abreast with the latest information such as news, weather forecast, etc. Radio broadcasting is free to the public, unlike TV, for which one has to pay for the channels of choice. For those people who have no time to watch TV, the radio provides immediate and easy access to information. Radio is portable, and on occasions where people cannot watch TV, read newspapers, or surf the net, they can listen to the radio. The news script is also different, as the radio newsreader has to describe the whole event through words and not pause long, whereas the news reading script for TV newsreel is punctuated with long pauses when footage of some event is shown. The newer technologies are also responsible for the popularity of radio, as people can get radio via satellite, the internet, and cable nowadays. फिर किसी ऐसे में है कि न्यूज़पेपर, टेलीविजन क्यों बेटर है रेडियो से? टेलीविजन में ऑडियो विजुअल दोनों कंपोनेंट्स हैं, उसमें ऑडियो विजुअल कंपोनेंट नहीं है रेडियो में. ठीक है. और फिर मैंने दूसरा पॉइंट ये डाल दिया कि टीवी इतना पोर्टेबल हो गया आजकल. आपके स्मार्टफोन में टीवी है, एप्स में. यू नो दैट ना, ऑल ऑफ यू. उसको कहते हैं टीवी ऑन द गो. टीवी ऑन द गो, समझ आ गया मतलब? अगर मैं बोलूं ब्रेकफास्ट ऑन द गो, इसका क्या मतलब है? आप ना कई अमेरिकन मूवीज आप देखो, जो अमेरिका उसमें बेस्ड है, अमेरिकन लाइफस्टाइल पे. देखो, जो घर से कोई काम पे निकलता है ना, रास्ते में स्टारबक्स रुका, वहां से कॉफी उठाई, वो उसका ब्रेकफास्ट है, साथ में कुछ उठाया, और ब्रेकफास्ट ऑन द गो, चलते चलते ऑफिस पहुंचते पहुंचते ब्रेकफास्ट हो गया. ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड ब्रेकफास्ट ऑन द गो. ऐसे टीवी ऑन द गो. ठीक है. when you take your cell phone anywhere or Hotstar वगैरह जैसे ये एप्स है, तो आप सारा कुछ देख सकते हो उन पे. ठीक है. सो वो टीवी के फेवर. फिर उसके बाद है इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंटरनेट. इंटरनेट की क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है? इट्स द न्यूएस्ट सोर्स ऑफ न्यूज एंड इज फास्ट बिकमिंग पॉपुलर अमंग द कंप्यूटर लिटरेट सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी. फिर इसमें पता है क्या है? इसमें सारे जो ट्रेडिशनल मीडिया जैसे ऑडियो वाले है, रेडियो है, टीवी है, सारे ही इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है. और इवन न्यूज़पेपर्स भी इंटरनेट पे अवेलेबल है, उनके ई वर्जन्स है न्यूज़पेपर्स. ठीक है. और जो यंग पीपल है, दे आर मोस्ट इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय इंटरनेट. एंड फिर सोशल नेटवर्क साइट्स भी है, और उससे वो वाइडेस्ट सर्कल ऑफ फ्रेंड्स भी बना लेते हैं. ये इंपॉर्टेंस है इंटरनेट की. एडवांटेजेस ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर्स ओवर टीवी एंड रेडियो. अब न्यूज़पेपर्स टीवी एंड रेडियो के ऊपर उनके क्या एडवांटेजेस हैं? ठीक है. अब आप देखो कि न्यूज़पेपर्स हैं, लार्ज नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स की न्यूज देते हैं. इट्स वन सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन फॉर इकोनॉमिक न्यूज, economic, then sports, games, entertainment, trade, commerce, सारी news एक जगह है. The news can be presented in detail. Newspapers can also be read and reread at one's convenience. They are cheap and easily accessible. Disadvantages क्या है newspapers के? डिसएडवांटेज है कि एजुकेशनल एंड लिटरेसी लेवल पे डिपेंड होता है न्यूज को पढ़ना और समझना. इसका ये रेडियो टीवी में कोई जरूरी नहीं है कोई पढ़ा लिखा हो तभी उसको न्यूज मिलेगी. ठीक है. एंड एडवांटेजेस ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर ओवर रीडिंग न्यूज थ्रू द इंटरनेट एंड सोशल मीडिया. ओके, न्यूज़पेपर में कोई टेक्निकल इक्विपमेंट की जरूरत नहीं है, जबकि इंटरनेट या सोशल मीडिया के लिए आपको कोई लैपटॉप या अपना टैबलेट या आपका स्मार्टफोन चाहिए. और आईज पे भी स्क्रीन टाइम का नेगेटिव इफेक्ट होता है. और ओल्डर पीपल दे आर नॉट वेरी कंफर्टेबल विद द मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजीज. और फिर दूसरा पॉइंट है न्यूज़पेपर इज स्टिल द चीपेस्ट सोर्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. सबसे चीपेस्ट. देन ये वन सोर्स, मैंने वन सोर्स बोला था ना पहले. Newspaper can be one source of information instead of having to search out multiple websites to find information. Readers of a newspaper can instead have all of the day's information in one place. All of the information available on the internet may not be reliable as there are a lot of fake news and articles. ठीक है, ये सारा आप देखो आपके सामने है, पॉइंट्स रखे हुए हैं. न्यूज़पेपर में जब किसी ने कुछ छापना है ना तो इट इज थॉरोली वेटेड बिफोर इट इज पब्लिश्ड. टू वेट, वेट वर्ड है. लेट अस सी. वर्ब, वेट नाउन तो आप सबको पता है. वेट एज ए वर्ब इज टू चेक द कंटेंट्स क्वालिटी ऑफ समथिंग केयरफुली. सो न्यूज़पेपर जब छपना है तो इट इज प्रॉपरली वेटेड बिफोर पब्लिकेशन. ओके, ये वेटेड वर्ड आ गया. तो वेटेड किस वे में यूज करा है? सो आई होप इट इज क्लियर. ठीक है. ये वेटेड वर्ड था. ओके, नाउ आई हैव माय okay. Disadvantages of newspapers over reading news through the internet and social media. Social media can give news in real time. और newspapers के लिए अगले दिन की वेट करनी पड़ेगी. ठीक है. And people can watch a video while reading the news articles on the internet, and this makes the experience far better. And why newspapers are influential? Easy accessibility है इनकी. बहुत दूर दूर तक पहुंच जाते हैं. रिमोट एरियाज में भी न्यूज़पेपर सप्लाई हो रहे हैं. न्यूज़पेपर की क्रेडिबिलिटी है. मैंने समझा दिया हुआ आपको पॉइंट्स, मैं पूरा नहीं पढ़ रही हूँ. एंड रिपीटेडली कोई टॉपिक न्यूज़पेपर छेड़ता है तो दैट मीन्स पीपल्स इंटरेस्ट अराइजेस इन दैट प्रॉब्लम. And newspapers can create awareness and can choose which matter they create awareness about. So they definitely shape people's ideas in this sense. So this is for today. If you liked all these points and if you think they are going to be useful, then you can be with me on Monday's class, and then Thursday, Friday ko again I'll be touching how to touch all types of essays. So the students who are new need not worry about that. We will do those also, and I'll be sharing this recording so that those who have missed any part of this class may attend it through that. So we've covered quite a few essay ideas today, and media topic is almost done. Okay, media crime are interchangeable. It's a very, very important hot topic for IELTS. Many essays are seen of the media. So any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी. हाँ बोलो.
जो आपने ऐसे भेजा था मॉक टेस्ट के लिए, उसमें लिखा हुआ था, do you think this development has more positive effects or negative effects? But ये था advantage disadvantage का.
मैंने जान के डाला था वो. देखो, is this a positive or negative development? वो पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव है. इसमें था मोर और लेस. तो ये तो एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज वाला ही हो गया ना. इससे स्लाइटली डिफरेंट वर्डिंग मैंने जान के डाला था ताकि अगर कोई बच्चा ये बात पूछेगा, आई विल बी एबल टू टेल कि आपने रिकॉग्नाइज कर लिया ना ये एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज ऐसे ही है.
यस.
हाँ, यू रिकॉग्नाइज्ड इट, बट आपने ये पॉइंट आउट करी है बात. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट इट. दैट मीन्स यू गिव इट अ वेरी सीरियस थिंकिंग. मैंने जब ये पढ़ा था मैंने कहा ओ ये तो एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज ऐसे है और लिखा पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव है तो थोड़े बच्चे कंफ्यूज होंगे, पर मैंने कहा यहाँ कंफ्यूज हो ले वो अच्छा है ना एक्चुअल एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में जाके कंफ्यूज होने से। ठीक है, सो
Yes.
हियर सी हियर इफ यू मेक मिस्टेक्स व्हेन यू सेंड एनी टास्क फॉर करेक्शन, जो बच्चे भेजते हैं, यहाँ पे आपकी 50 गलतियां मैं निकाल रही हूँ ना, उसको पॉजिटिवली मान के चलो, because somebody is telling you your mistakes so that you can work on them and decrease them. Okay, and then you can do better. ठीक है, चलो.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you please tell me like how can I write like last but not least? Sometimes we wrote like last but not the least. So which one is correct? Last but not least or not last but not the least?
द यहाँ पे ना idiom में last but not least होता है, द नहीं आता, वैसे least से पहले द आता है,
तो मैम हम
पर
सिंपल
idiom में
लिखेंगे
नहीं
last
आता
but not least.
last but not least. इसमें देखते हैं,
Okay.
मैं
ठीक
अपनी
है.
डिक्शनरी में देख रही हूँ एक मिनट.
Okay, ma'am.
अच्छा ये लीस्ट में आएगा idioms के अंदर, least idioms इसमें है नहीं लास्ट. एक्चुअली ना वो cliched idiom है, मैं तो I would not advise you to use it. It is
Okay.
cliched. You know what is a cliche?
No.
नहीं पता. Cliche is a phrase or an idea that has been used so often that it no
Oh.
longer has much meaning.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? जब
Okay,
मैं
ma'am.
छोटी थी ना, जब मैंने याद है मैंने ऐसे लिखा था फ्रेंड पे, माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड पे, और मैंने उसमें लिखा था फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इन डीड. ये बात है 1966-7 की होगी. तो मुझे मेरी पीठ पे थापी मिली थी जोर से, वेरी गुड लैंग्वेज. आज अगर आप ये लिखोगे ना फ्रेंड इन नीड इज अ फ्रेंड इन डीड, तो फिर पता है क्या होगा, एग्जामिनर कहना ओ नो नॉट अगेन.
Yeah.
तो इसको क्लीशे कहते हैं. आई वाज वाचिंग अ हिंदी मूवी, उसके नीचे इंग्लिश सबटाइटल्स थे. तो वो जो हिंदी मूवी थी ना, उसमें लिखा था ये क्या घिसा पिटा, उसमें बोल रहे थे क्या घिसा पिटा जो आप दे रही है. तो नीचे आ रहा था व्हाट क्लीशेड रिप्लाई आर यू गिविंग. तो मुझे क्लीशे का मतलब हिंदी में पहली बार पता चला, घिसा पिटा. ओके, सो क्लीशे लैंग्वेज इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड वेरी गुड. जो पुराने ओवर यूज्ड इडियम्स हैं उनको तो जैसे एवरी रोज इज अकम्पनीड बाय थॉर्न, वो बिल्कुल नेगेटिव हो जाएगा आपके लिए. ऐसे इडियम्स डालने मत डालना.
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ चलो.
This PDF is available for
Yes, it is available on the
purchase.
website. Yes. Now it is available. Has been put up today. So
Okay.
okay, but please don't share. That's a
No,
request.
not at all.
Okay. देखो,
Yes, ma'am.
it is my daughter's hard work of 1 whole year. She has been working on it. And मेरा मतलब चलो जिन्होंने करने हैं काम करते ही हैं, but करना नहीं चाहिए share and all. You
Correct.
should always
Correct.
support the author who has worked so hard. ठीक है, चलो.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.